Chapter 1. The Village of Tonga. In the small village of Tonga, between green hills and clear streams, lived a young girl named Neria. She was kind, smart, and loved by everyone in the village. Neria lived with her parents, Baba Musa and Mai Musa, and her little brother Tanashi. Chapter 2. The Day of the Festival. One sunny morning, the village was buzzing with excitement. It was the day of the big festival. Neria and Tanashi couldn't wait to join the fun. Everyone in Tonga would gather to sing, dance, and share delicious food. Chapter 3. Neria's Beautiful Dress. Mai Musa had sewn a beautiful dress for Neria to wear to the festival. It was bright and colorful, just like a rainbow. Neria felt like a princess as she twirled around in her new dress. Chapter 4. The Dancing Competition. At the festival, there was a big dancing competition. Neria loved to dance, and she decided to join. The drums started to beat, and Neria danced with all her heart. Everyone clapped and cheered for her. Chapter 5. Winning the Prize. Neria danced so well that she won the first prize. The village chief, Trust Maya, gave her a shiny necklace as a reward. Neria was very happy and proud. Chapter 6. A New Friend. After the competition, Neria met a girl named Betty. Betty had just moved to Tonga from another village. Neria and Betty became best friends and played together every day. Chapter 7. The Strange Dream. One night, Neria had a strange dream. She saw a big, dark forest and heard a voice calling her name. When she woke up, she was curious about what the dream meant. Chapter 8. Asking Gogo. Neria decided to visit her grandmother, Gogo Lucia. Gogo Lucia was very wise and knew many things about dreams. Neria told her about the strange dream. Chapter 9. Gogo's Advice. Gogo Lucia listened carefully and said, Neria, sometimes dreams are messages. The forest in your dream could be telling you that you will go on a big adventure soon. Be brave and always listen to your heart. Chapter 10. The New School. The next day, Neria and Betty started at a new school in the village. Their teacher, Mr. Makoni, was very kind and taught them many new things. Neria loved learning and always did her best in class. Chapter 11. A Mysterious Visitor. One evening, a stranger came to the village. He was a tall man with a long beard, and he looked very serious. The villagers were curious about who he was and why he had come. Chapter 12. The Village Meeting. Trust Maya called for a village meeting to meet the stranger. The man introduced himself as Naboth, a traveler from a distant land. He had important news to share. Chapter 13. Naboth's Story. Naboth told the villagers that there was a big problem in his land. A powerful sorcerer had cast a spell, and the people needed help to break it. He had heard of the brave people of Tonga and came to ask for their assistance. Chapter 14. The Brave Volunteers. Several villagers volunteered to help Naboth, including Baba Musa. Neria wanted to go too, but Baba Musa told her it was too dangerous. Neria was disappointed but understood. Chapter 15. Preparing for the Journey. The volunteers prepared for their journey. They packed food, water, and other supplies. The village held a big feast to wish them well and prayed for their safe return. Chapter 16. Saying Goodbye. Neria hugged her father tightly and said, Be safe, Baba. Baba Musa smiled and said, I will, my daughter. Take care of your mother and brother while I'm away. Chapter 17. Neria's Promise. Neria promised to help her mother and take care of Tanashi. She felt a little scared, but she remembered Gogo Lucia's words and tried to be brave. Chapter 18. Helping at Home. Neria helped Mai Musa with the chores around the house. She fetched water from the river, cooked meals, and looked after Tanashi. She missed her father but stayed strong. Chapter 19. Betty's Support. Betty was a great friend to Neria. She often came over to help and cheer Neria up. Together, they laughed, played, and shared stories. Betty's friendship made Neria feel less lonely. Chapter 20. The Mysterious Forest. One day, Neria and Betty decided to explore the forest near the village. They had heard many stories about the forest and wanted to see it for themselves. Chapter 21. The Hidden Path. As they walked deeper into the forest, they found a hidden path. It was narrow and covered with leaves. Neria felt a sense of adventure and decided to follow it. Chapter 22. The Secret Clearing. The path led them to a beautiful clearing with flowers and a small pond. It was a magical place. Neria and Betty were amazed and decided to make it their secret spot. Chapter 23. A Surprising Discovery. In the clearing, they found an old, rusty box. Inside the box were some old letters and a shiny key. Neria wondered who the letters belonged to and what the key was for. Chapter 24. The Hidden Message. Neria and Betty took the letters to Gogo Lucia. She read them and discovered that they were from an old villager who had hidden a treasure in the forest many years ago. Chapter 25. The Treasure Hunt. Gogo Lucia gave them clues to find the hidden treasure. Neria and Betty were excited and decided to go on a treasure hunt the next day. Chapter 26. Following the Clues. They followed the clues, which led them deeper into the forest. The clues were tricky, but Neria and Betty worked together and stayed determined. Chapter 27. The Final Clue. The final clue led them to an old tree with a hollow trunk. Inside the trunk, they found a small chest. They used the shiny key to open it and found beautiful jewelry and coins. Chapter 28. Sharing the Treasure. Neria and Betty took the treasure to Trust Maya, the village chief. He was very pleased and praised them for their bravery and teamwork. He decided to use the treasure to help the village. Chapter 29. The Village Celebration. The village held a big celebration to honor Neria and Betty. There was singing, dancing, and a lot of delicious food. Everyone was happy and proud of the two girls. Chapter 30. Neria's Wish. During the celebration, Neria made a wish. She wished for her father and the other villagers to return safely from their journey. She hoped her wish would come true. Chapter 31. A New Beginning. The treasure helped the village in many ways. They used it to build a new school and a clinic. Neria and Betty were happy to see their village grow and improve. Chapter 32. The Return. One morning, Neria heard the sound of drums and singing. She ran outside and saw her father and the other villagers returning. They looked tired but happy. Chapter 33. The Reunion. Neria ran to her father and hugged him tightly. Baba Homa told her about their journey and how they had helped Naboth's people. Neria was very proud of her father. Chapter 34. Naboth's Gratitude. Naboth thanked the villagers for their help and gave them gifts. He also told them that they were welcome to visit his land anytime. The villagers felt honored and happy. Chapter 35. A Special Surprise. Naboth had a special surprise for Neria. He gave her a beautiful necklace made of rare stones. He said it was a token of his gratitude for her bravery and kindness. Chapter 36. The Tale of Neria. Chief Trust Maya decided to tell the tale of Neria and Betty's adventure to everyone in the village. He wanted their story to inspire other children to be brave and kind. Chapter 37. Neria's Dream. One night, Neria had another dream. This time, she saw a bright light and heard a voice saying, "You have done well, Neria. Keep being brave and kind." Chapter 38. A New Adventure. Neria knew that more adventures awaited her. She promised herself to always be brave, kind, and helpful to others, just like her father and the villagers had been. Chapter 39. Helping the Village. Neria continued to help her village. She started a small garden to grow vegetables and taught other children how to take care of it. The garden provided fresh food for everyone. Chapter 40, Learning New Skills. Neria also learned new skills from Gogo Cecilia, like weaving baskets and making pottery. She enjoyed learning and sharing her knowledge with others. Chapter 41, The School Project. Neria and Betty decided to start a project at their school. They wanted to create a library with books for all the children. They asked the villagers for help. Chapter 42, Building the Library. The villagers came together to build the library. Everyone helped, from gathering materials to painting the walls. It was a true community effort. Chapter 43, The First Books. Neria and Betty collected books from different places. They even received donations from Naboth's land. The library soon had many books for the children to read. Chapter 44, The Grand Opening. The day of the grand opening of the library arrived. The village celebrated with music, dance, and stories. Neria and Betty felt proud of their accomplishment. Chapter 45, Reading Time. Neria loved spending time in the library. She read many books and learned about different places, people, and animals. She shared the stories with her friends and family. Chapter 46, Inspiring Others. Neria's love for reading inspired other children in the village. They started coming to the library to read and learn. The library became a special place for everyone. Chapter 47, A Visit from Naboth. Naboth visited the village again. He was amazed to see the changes and improvements. He praised Neria and Betty for their hard work and dedication. Chapter 48, A Bright Future. Neria knew that the future was bright. She dreamed of becoming a teacher one day and helping more children learn and grow. She was determined to make her dreams come true. Chapter 49, The Legacy of Neria. Neria's story became a legend in Sikh village. People told her tale to their children, inspiring them to be brave, kind, and helpful. Neria's legacy lived on in the hearts of the villagers. Chapter 50, Forever Friends. Neria and Betty remained best friends. They continued to explore, learn, and help their village. Together, they knew they could achieve anything and make the world a better place.